Well, we're here at another of Kingston's big rugby league derbies. So the Duhaney Park Red Sharks in white and black shorts hosting the Vauxhall Vultures in their familiar blue and yellow strips and black shorts. The Red Sharks took the first meeting between these two teams. They had a victory there down at Vauxhall High School. So we know that Vauxhall will be trying to return the favor on their Sharks ground. Ball is kicked off and Sandino Hastings carries the first ball for Vauxhall. Taken there by Andre Reid. Kemar British Greys at hooker. Passes it off to the big man Jade Harris, who offload right into the hands of, seems to be Andre Reid there. See the first error from Vauxhall there. Jade Harris, known for his propensity to offload the ball frequently, doesn't like the ground. That resulted in the ball there going to the Red Sharks. That seems to be Joseph Shade there, who took it into contact. Ball now to the man who learned his rugby league at Excelsior Community College, Bull. Now it's Peter making a big run there. Peter tap up the middle for the Red Sharks. Taken there by T.J. Jackson. Sharks goes out wide, finds Fabian Turner, who sends it out to the wing. And I'm not sure if he went out there. Let's look at the referee. Vauxhall players are saying he went outside. And the referee agrees there. And it's going to be a ball to Vauxhall. So the Sharks, they're showing good shape on their first set. But unfortunately for them, unfortunately for the Vultures, runners there seem to have gone into touch. It's going to be a scrum down to Vauxhall, who seem to be under a bit of pressure right now. They're on their own 10-meter line and they'll need to exit here properly. Ball goes into the scrum. Passed on to Sandino Hastings, who is corralled there by two defenders, Kemoy and Jason Gooden. Omni McCullough at hooker gives it to T.J. Jackson, who throws a dummy but is comfortably taken there by Peter Tapper and Kemoy White. White already getting into his second tackle in the set, working hard there. Ball goes out to, seems to be Jakiba Grant there, who is taken. Now it's Jody Clark with a big run, finding his front and playing that ball to Oni McCullough, who takes it forward. The Sharks are hanging off a bit, should really be attacking this ball. Fabian Turner recovers it for the Sharks. The Speedster steps and goes into contact. Taken there by Kemar Gray, who is harassing the young man. Marvin Thompson at hooker for the Red Sharks. He gives it to Kamisi, who powers forward. Sharks having good control of the ball in their two sets so far. It's now tackle 3. Marvin Thompson at hooker finds Andre Reid, who attacks the line, sends it across to Kamisi Gray, who powers his way through the tackler. Sharks have their first try from the hard running forward there, Kamisi. Good play there by the Red Sharks. They drew them out to the right side before finding that middle and the Vauxhall defense. A bit of a missed tackle there by one of the Vauxhall defenders, allowing Kamisi to worm his way through. Sharks are up by 4 points. And we see Thompson getting ready there to attempt the conversion, where we see Thompson getting ready to put this ball over. Boots it. Referee Gary Mafu said it's all good. So it's now 6 points to 0 for the Red Sharks. It's going to be an exciting match. These two, perhaps two of the bitterest rivals in rugby league, perhaps in the entire Americas really. Or, we know of the bitter rivalry between the Jacksonville Axemen and the Philadelphia fight in the USA, in the USARL. But this rivalry outdates the rivalry of those two teams. These two teams, they played in the first ever Jamaica Rugby League Association National Finals back in 2005 with the Vultures coming out on top. They have met on numerous occasions in finals, Vauxhall having a distinct advantage. The Sharks have ever only beaten the Vultures once in a major finals. Ball now to the Sharks. Ball recovered by Joseph Shea, who throws it on to Peter Tapper. He is taken to ground there. Slow play the ball from Tapper. Here comes Joseph Shea again. Shows an inside ball and goes into the tackle. But he's upended there by Jadee Clark and Sandino Hastings, two big Vauxhall players. Lovely pick up there by Jason Gooden. The referee spotting a high tackle there on Jason Gooden. Seems to be Jadee Clark and Omar Jones there. So Sharks goes for touch. Not a great kick, but nevertheless, Ronaldo Wade, aka Double D there, the fullback for the Red Sharks, he found touch. You see Kemar White there. Good work rate so far. Marvin Thompson will take it from the young winger. Here goes the ex-Sed man, known as Bull, strong fella. And that's a rip there. Well, the referee calls tackle 2, but really that should have been penalized for a rip. Was it penalized? Yes, it was penalized. And we see Ronaldo Wade going for the kick. This time it's a much better kick by the man known as Double D. See the fans there gathering to see this one. Ball to Andre Reed, who finds Bull again. The young man runs in comfortably. Marvin Thompson comes back to his right side, hits Kamisi. Kamisi goes in. Is it offloaded? No. Kamisi there. Ball back to Jason Gooden, who powers his way forward. The big man muscles his way upfield. Now we see Vauxhall. Oh, Sharks there making the error right on their try line, it seems. It's a penalty. Let's see if the Sharks will take the 2 points or if they will wait for the referee. So the Sharks have decided they're going for broke. They're up by 6. They could have taken the 2 points, but they have decided that they're going to go for the try line. Ball to Jason Gooden, who goes forward. That ball is ripped. It must have been ripped. There were 2 tacklers there, but the referee says play on. And Vauxhall is now on the attack. Red Sharks seem to be offside. Ball goes to Vauxhall here. Can't get a big man down. Finally get him to ground. Big man Jade there. Doesn't like going to ground, but wrestled to the ground there by the Sharks. Here comes Jadee. Goes in. Offloads. Ball goes to Everton Dunga. Taken to ground. Sir Richards. Yeah. Vauxhall on the attack now, smelling blood. Finds Sandino Hastings, who wrestles his way towards the try line. Referee says he's held up. Referee calls up a movement there on Sandino Hastings. But we see the young Sharks winger, Bear. Look at the gap he left there between himself and the wings. Luckily it's a turnover ball. for the Sharks. Vauxhall would surely have looked to capitalize on that. Marvin Thompson looking to find touch, but it's Ronaldo Wade. Punts it high, finds touch. Red Sharks now trying to exit their own half. Goes to Jason Gooden. Vauxhall there is called for another offside. Ronaldo Wade goes a touch. It's a horrible kick. Recovered by Everton Richards there, who attacks the line. Sharks players brushing at him. He's finally tackled. Vauxhall with the ball. And Ricky there. Is he held up? Yes, referee says he's held up. So Vauxhall again capitalizing on the errors from the Red Sharks. Here comes O'Neill. O'Neill McCullough at halfback there, looking to get this ball moving. They're trailing by 6 points. Here we go. Finds Jody Clark, who powers his way forward. Taken to ground. And seems to be a penalty there against the Sharks, or ripping. Sharks there seems to be short on their left side. Here we go. Ball to Everton Dunga Richards, who scores a simple try there. Really poor tackling. And Vauxhall, they're about to even this game up. Here goes Cameron White, kicking off for the Red Sharks after Everton Dunga Richards scored that ball there for Vauxhall. It's a good kick to Sandino Hastings, who powers his way forward. Big man is taken there by the kicker, Cameron White. Taken to ground, also with the help of Jason Gooden and Marvin Williams. Vauxhall catching the Red Sharks offside again. Both teams seems to be having some problem. So the Red Sharks here showing a lot of indiscipline really in their defensive line. That's about the 4th time they've been called offside. And Vauxhall is ready to capitalize on that. Ryan Hilton, who delivers it to his teammates, who finally give it to Kemar Gray, British. O'Neill McCullough hooker finds Omar Roach Jones. The big fella pounds it in. Here's McCullough now to Jadiq, who gets a quick play of the ball to Jade. Jade goes to the line, offloads it. Sharks, they are now Red Sharks stealing that ball. Here comes Beer, youngster, taking it forward. Taken to ground strongly by Kemar Gray. Here goes Sims, taken to ground as well. Loss of secondary play there. Peter Taco finding Ronaldo Wade. His fullback is slow to play the ball. Kemar White with a crappy kick there. A really poor kick from White. Gifting field position to Vauxhall. Here Here goes the winger. Referee says the Sharks are offside. That's about the 6th one for the Red Sharks. They are struggling here, it seems, the Red Sharks. They have been unable to get back 10, and it is certainly affecting their game. Richards finds touch, and also the fence, ball goes over the fence, bouncing around, recovered there by a fellow outside the ground, who throws it back into the winger there. I believe that's a byfield for Vauxhall. So Vauxhall now in prime position to take control of this game. Ball to Teach Jackson, who pauses way forward. And again, the Sharks are offside. Vauxhall in control of this period of play. And I'm not sure what the call there is. What is the call there? I'm not certain. Players are surrounding the referee, who is very unhappy with their posturing. He calls the captain, and Kemar Gray, who was doing a lot of talking to the referee there. The referee is explaining the call, why he didn't award that try. Long dialogue here between referee Gary Mafu and Captain O'Neill McCullough. The referee is not pleased with the chatter from the Vauxhall players. And the Red Sharks now gives the ball to Peter Tapper, takes it forward. He's taken to ground by O'Neill McCullough. Here goes Damien Smith, and one of his runs taken to ground there by Omar Jones. Marvin Thompson at hooker finds Peter Tapper, who goes forward. Goes for the offload, changes his mind. Omar Jones takes him there by the feet. Here goes Matthew Sims. Big man busting through. Sharks are in good field position. They need quick transition. Goes into the Sharks there, choosing to go into the attack the edge. And the prop Andrew Smith there jumping before trying to receive that ball, resulting in a easy knock-on ball back to Vauxhall. So another offside there. That's a 7-1 call against the Sharks. The really careless play there by the Sharks defensive unit. They had the chance to control that man on the ground, but released him way too quickly, resulting in a quick play of the ball to the Vultures. Lovely play by Vauxhall to catch him offside. But here comes Jakiba Grant, taken to ground there strongly by Andrew and Marvin. Jakiba there losing the ball, resulting in the Red Sharks celebrating. Sharks ball there at midfield. Red Sharks there trying to do too much with the ball, trying one too many passes, resulting in the ball being turned over to Vauxhall. So both teams here, there's a lot of errors from both teams here. You see Sandino Hastings making a strong run there, but equally taken strongly to the ground by the Sharks defense. Here comes Jade Harrison, the big man, pumping his legs, freeing his arms to the offload, but once more he's taken to ground and he loses the ball. And he lost that ball there. And big man losing the ball in the tackle there. It is well known that he hates going to ground, which is one of the reasons that accounts for his high numbers of offload during his games. He's very efficient sometimes at offloading that ball, but once he's to go to ground, he's always reluctant to do so, and that has resulted in him losing that ball. But here comes the Sharks. Ball goes to Ronaldo Wade, takes it to ground. Seems to be hurting the players a bit slow in getting up. Shane Hamilton, the big Sharks prop forward, is brought into the game. And big man weighs a ton. Ball to Andre Reed, who shows a dummy, goes himself. Taken to ground there. They're interfering with the ball at the rut there. I think there's a rip there by Vauxhall, but it's not picked up by the referee. Sharks are slow in retreating. So after that high shot there by the Red Sharks, Vauxhall have decided to go for the 2 points. Game is tied at 6-all, trying to break the deadlock with the Kemar British Grey. Veteran is lining up for this kick to make it an 8-6 game in favor of Vauxhall. Both teams a bit error prone so far. However, the Red Sharks certainly the guiltier of the two, regularly gifting possession to Vauxhall. A few questionable ball losses there against the Red Sharks. The Vauxhall player seems to be deliberately ripping up the ball in the contact as much as they can, and they have gotten away with about 2, but the referee have spotted maybe 1. So they certainly will need to do a bit more work in securing that ball. The Vultures, they're looking comfortable. The Red Sharks looking a bit flat right now. Certainly need to lift the tempo of their game playing at home before their fans. Kemar White with the kickoff. Launch is a sloppy kick-up field, finding Sandino Hastings. Hastings goes in and is confronted by Shane Kemoy and Gary C. Here goes Ramon Goldburn at halfback, finds the big man Jermaine Smith. Big man is taken to ground there by Matthew Sims and Jason Gooden. Here comes Carlisle Berger, faking round pass there. Ball goes to Jakiba, who goes forward, recovered by Jason Gooden. Ronaldo Wade taking it in. Robert Rodney finds Andrew Smith. Smith launches himself forward, but he's taken to ground. Jason Gooden's cleaning that ball up there for the Red Sharks. Ball out to Fabian Turner, who should have gone for the kick there, but he's forcing the pass to Damien Smith. The winger goes forward. Really poor looking play there by the Sharks. There was absolutely no one at home. Should have gone for the kick. Fabian Turner now with a crossfield kick. Ball goes back. Is recovered by Vauxhall. High. Is that high? Or referee has spotted an offside by Vauxhall. Well, offside against the Sharks. Vauxhall on the attack. Here comes Everton Richards doing his familiar across the field runs. Someone needs to get on his leg. No one is doing so. He's finally taken to ground. O'Neill McCullough finds Carlisle Berger, who throws the dummy. Big man is taken to ground. Here goes Ramon Goldburn. Strongly tackled there by Fabian Turner. The referee calls another offside against the Red Sharks. Vauxhall once more catching the Red Sharks offside, and Kemar British Grey will look to add 2 more points. There are a total of 8. He does so comfortably. It's now 10-6 in favor of Vauxhall. So Vauxhall with the ascendancy right now. So the big man Jade Harrison there, enjoying his game. Certainly Carlisle Berger has made a difference since coming on. He's controlling the pace of the game for his team, making the right decisions, ensuring that his team retains the ball. Another rubbish kick there from Kemar White. The ball barely traveling 15 meters. Easily recovered by Omar Jones. Here goes, seems to be, is that Eric Groves, the winger of Vauxhall, taking it into contact. McCullough finds Kemar Gray, who finds Carlisle Berger, who gives the inside ball to Everton Richards, who breaks out on his way to the try line, shimmies, and he's confronted by Robert Rodney, who now just making the tackle. Vauxhall quickly the ball there from Richards. I'm sure they're offside. And another easy score there for Vauxhall, powering their way into the try line. Okay. Okay. Yeah, man. Here comes Damien Smith. Hard contact there by the winger. Andre Reed to Robert Rodney to Joseph Six Shea. Shea goes in. Ball is loose in his hands. Ready? Ball to Jason Gooden. Eh? I'm not carrying on. Sharks slow in playing this ball. Ball to Shane Hamilton, the big man busts his way forward. Red Sharks on the attack, but big man seems to have done his knee there. Vauxhall on the attack. Sandino Hastings, Corral there. The Sharks can't seem to stay onside. It's another offside call there against the Red Sharks. some reason they seem to be offside position in every set. Vauxhall goes for touch. Joseph Shea unable to keep that ball. Vauxhall now in prime attacking position just outside the Red Sharks 20. Here comes O'Neill McCullough on that ball. Tips on to Jade Harrison, who powers his way towards the try line. Big man is wrestled to the ground. Robert Rodney doing a bit of groundwork there on him. O'Neill McCullough is taken down there. Here goes Ramon, going for the try line himself. Sharks players looking very lazy on defense. Vauxhall about to score here. Jaddy Clark powers his way in, offloads. Here comes Vauxhall again to Kemar Gray, to Carlisle Berger. Ball goes to Fabian Turner. Red Sharks on the attack. Ball goes to Kemar White. Offloads. Picked up there by Bull. Big man powers his way forward. Held firmly though by the Vauxhall defense. Red Sharks here trying to do something with this ball to Robert Rodney, who grubbers through. Grubbers through for himself. And the referee awards a try. Lovely work there by Robert Rodney. Putting through a grubber for himself and grounding that ball. Received news there that Sharks main man, one of the main props there, Jason Gooden, has possibly dislocated his left shoulder. Young man is sitting there dejected on the sidelines. Vauxhall with the kickoff. Red Sharks missed the kick. It's 10-16. Kemar Gray punched this one upfield. Sharks allow it to bounce. Here comes Fabian Turner, taken to ground. Jermaine Pinnock dancing his way amongst defenders there. Captain of the Red Sharks. There goes Bull. Big man is taken to ground. Robert Rodney at hooker. Peter Tapper crashing that one into contact there. Here goes Robert Rodney. Referee spotting an infringement there. Apparently by Kemar Gray. Calls him in and warns him. It's a penalty to the Sharks. Andrew Simpson there taking it in for the Sharks. Robert Rodney at hooker to Peter Tapper. And Andre Reed knocking on the ball there. Red Sharks earning a penalty there for an offside. Marvin Thompson punts it. And it's good. Game is now 16-12. Here comes Joseph Shea. Look. Could have been a shoulder charge here, but I may be wrong. Here comes Young Beer. Goes forward. Going across the field. Young plays the ball. Ball out to Kemar White, who is looking to kick. Vauxhall on the attack. Ball to Everton. Richards. Richards is taken to ground strongly there by Bull and Robert Rodney. Here goes Eric, powering his way forward. Another rubbish kick though by Kemoy White, gifting the ball to the Vultures on tackle 2. Certainly some very poor decision making by the young man. He's had some horrible kicks and certainly a horrible kick there on tackle 2 by the Red Sharks. And the referee has awarded a penalty against the Sharks for something there. I'm not sure what that is, but it's Vulture's ball. Vauxhall goes for the line. Robert Omar Jones losing the ball there, but the referee gives it back and says play on. Some strange calls there. First it was the apparent knock on that the referee returned to the Vultures. Perhaps the Sharks were in an outside position, and then the Vauxhall player losing that ball in the contact there, but the referee may have called held already, and so the ball remained with them. But we see Eric Groves there. That's Groves coming up with the arrow just in front of the try line when it was beckoning for him. Here comes Robert Rodney though. Gives it to Ronaldo Wade. Wade goes down. He needs a quick play the ball here. Here goes Robert Rodney again. That's a bit high, but not only high, but they all seem to be in outside position. Nothing there from the referee. Sharks will feel aggrieved there. But here comes Andre Reed to Matthew Sims. Forward, bosses his way forward. Manhandled by Sandino Hastings. Big, strong Sandino doing the damage in the tackle there. Andrew Smith with the tackle. Held down by Moenjo there. Ball to Andre Reed. Early ball to Marvin. And the kick is on for Turner, but ball goes dead. Good kick there by Ronaldo Wade. The ball just not staying in field for him. And it's going to be Vauxhall put in at the scrum. Vauxhall to put in. Goes to Everton Richards. Fellow is strong on his feet. Finally taken to ground by a posse of the Sharks. Here goes Jakibo. Vauxhall, some good ball handling there. Good try there scored by Kemar Gray. Good work there, resulting in another try for the Vultures. Good work there by Kemar Gray. Nifty veteran, benefiting from some good passes. Driving a dagger in the heart of the Sharks as we have played about 20 minutes into this second half. That would push the Vauxhall score to 20, while the Sharks, I think, are on 12 points. So the Sharks have changed kickers from Kemoy White to Joseph Shea. We see him, that's a short run up from Shea. This one won't go deep if That's his run up. So we are waiting on the referee, I believe. Referee Mafu getting ready to restart this one. The Vultures just scoring, missed the conversion. She will be punting this one for the Red Sharks. Sorry, kicking this one. It's a short run up and he drives it forward to Kemar Gray. He is a try scorer. He takes it forward, dances, and loses the ball to Andre Reed. Should be a penalty for interfering. Well, a strange call there from the referee. Vauxhall player kicking away the ball at the ruck, but the referee says tackle count continues. Ball goes to Bull. Man powers his way forward, exit man there. Here goes Kamisi, going for the try line himself. They have space on the left wing. And Captain Jermaine Pinnock is held up there. It's out 10 to the Sharks, but the Sharks are all flat. Look at that line, look at them. There's no organization there from the Sharks. Sharks going wide. Here goes Sims. It's now on tackle 5. Horrible set there from the Sharks. Out of shape. Ball goes to Marvin, who finds Double D, who goes for up and under, but who is chasing it. Ball seems to be knocked on there by Omar Jones, but let's see what the ref will call. A repeat set there. Should be a scrum to the Sharks after the knock on by Omar Jones. So the Sharks have this ball, plays with their hands on their side. Double D trying to go into the try area by himself. Taking the ground there. Ball to Peter Tapper, who punches toward the try line. And the referee has spotted an infringement. Red Sharks now, not waiting on the whistle. Red Sharks players constantly tapping on going before the referee is in position. They're going to find themselves being penalized. They should be taking the 2 points, but they have decided to go for 6. Let's see if it will work for them. Brave move by the Sharks because the Vultures' defense has been solid so far. Peter rolls off, gives it to Bull. Big man is confronted by several attackers, defenders. Red Sharks, they have good shape on their right. And that's where it goes. The referee has spotted an infringement against the Sharks. And it's going to be Vauxhall ball. Jody Clark there with a powerful run for the Vultures. Sharks spending about 3 minutes in the half of the Vultures, but coming out with nothing because they refuse to take any of the penalty kicks. Jody Clark goes to ground now. T. Jackson attacking the Sharks line. Ball goes back to Kemar Gray. Gray is confronted by Shane Hamilton. Here comes Jakiba Grant, stepping, but taken to ground there by Andrew Smith and Kemar White. O'Neal McCullough jumps out at halfback. Inside ball is, but referee blows his whistle for a forward pass there, but well, interesting sequence of play there. But the Sharks will have the ball. Vauxhall's ball. Another strange call there. Hilton sells the dummy and is taken to ground. A series, well, here comes Kemar Gray, gives it to Mohinder Thompson, who steps forward and powering his way towards the try line. And let's see what the referee will call here. A penalty, it seems. Perhaps for stripping. Prime position for Vauxhall to take another 2 points, but they're going for the tap. Ball goes out to Everton Martin, who powers his way forward. Vauxhall on the attack. Big hit there coming in. And you know, we have to wait on the referee to make these calls because he's been coming up with some calls that we have been wrong about. So let's see whose ball this is. Yes, it's going to be the Sharks' ball. Ball knocked on there by the Vauxhall player as he took it into contact. But the Sharks, you know, they are lifeless at the moment. They're not really showing much zest in their attack, much creativity. Inside ball from Ronaldo way to 6. Referee taking a very long time to award the penalty. Mohinder Thompson there, interfering with the rock area, but referee taking a long time. Well, Ronaldo Wade will try to find touch, and he does, but barely. Very, very poor kicking abilities being demonstrated really by the Sharks kickers. Vauxhall have been much more efficient with their kicks, with the man Everton, Dunga, Richards doing a lot of good work with his kicks. Very strong foot on him, whereas the Sharks have barely been able to find touch with most of their kicks. The captain, Jermaine Squadipino, takes it into oh shit, pass him for my brother. Vauxhall here enjoying their game. You see the big man there, Everton, Dunga Richards. He just found touch with a booming kick. Sharks are down to 12 men. After that man there, Shane Hamilton was thrown in the sin bin for falling onto the tackler. The referee has slowed this game down to a walk really with his whistles. Ball came in and he wasn't ready, so he called that one back. Ball to Amar Jones, who steps off his right foot, taken to ground strongly there by the Sharks defense. Here goes T. Jackson. Vauxhall have a lot of space, but 6 steals that ball, and with those Rangy legs, he goes upfield. That should be a penalty, but the referee says no. Here goes Bear on his run. The young man is confronted there and smashed to the ground by Ryan Hilton. Ball goes to Damien Smith. Takes it forward strongly. Here comes Double D. Passes it out to Andre Reed, but Kamisi wasn't ready for that ball. McCain wasn't ready. Like who? So Vauxhall going forward again. They're short on the left side, but they come right. Here comes Dunga. Sells a dummy. And Jakiba Grant takes it in easily and scores on Kemoy White. Vauxhall in control now. That should be 26 points, I believe. 12. Ryan Hilton with a big run there. Man angle though by Bull. Vauxhall on the charge. Here goes Eric Groves to Jade Harris. Takes on the line, but no one went for the leg there. Kemoy White grabbing the shirt and simply pulling against the shirt. Very poor technique there after a poor kick. But Vauxhall is on the roll. Here comes O'Neill to Dunga, who finds Hamilton, who is smashed to the ground there by Jermaine Pinnock. Vauxhall on a roll here. Ball knocked on though. And the Sharks will have the opportunity to show what little they can do. Certainly another disappointing performance from the Duhaney Parkhead Sharks. Heading to their 4th loss of the season. Certainly in their history this has been their most disappointing season in terms of losses. Never before have they chalked up 4 losses during the regular season. But just poor execution really by the boys. Energy level is flat, but referee spots something there. And he's warning a player. I'm not sure what the referee spotted there to call that play back, but really, is he gonna kick? Yes, he does. Kicks way too early and way too deep. Really was a nothing kick, and Vauxhall is gonna return it with interest. Kemar Gray confronted there by Kamisi McCain, who wrestles him to the ground. Here goes Vauxhall. Moinjo to O'Neill. McCullough, who hits Berger. Berger sends it wide. Here comes Double D on that ball. Offloads to Jakiba Grant, who finds Eric Groves. Sloppy sequence of play there by both teams. Real horrible kick there from Josie Shea. But here comes Steve Jackson finding Omar Jones, who is manhandled to the ground there by Kemoy White. Making a good tackle is the second row. Here goes Jakiba Grant, who wrestles past the players and goes into the corner for another try. Really poor defense there. And as you can see, the Vauxhall players and the fans are celebrating. Vauxhall totally running away with this one. There is the man himself, Jakiba Grant, celebrating a good try. They're in high spirits, and they should be. They have now secured the league leader shield, proving to be the best team over the home and away series amongst the 6 teams. The Sharks dejected now. On their way to their 4th loss, there we see Robert Rodney and Joseph Shea, Rodney with the bottle in his hand. Also Reggae Warrior, coming off a good game against Canada. Here goes Dunga again. Big man goes forward. Once more, players are slow to take out his legs, resulting in a quick play the ball to Vauxhall. Inside ball there to Jade Harris, who breaks up field. Big man is smashed to the ground by Joseph Shea. Carlisle Berger now at hooker. Offloads ball to Roach, who is taken to ground. Trees are on the way there. Let's see what is happening up there. Vauxhall on the attack. And Jermaine Simmet there goes in for an easy try.